Now that we have our category repository in place, we can modify our category controller. In here, we were previously dependent on application DB context, but now we can directly use the iCategory repository. We'll do a control dot here to include the using statement. Then inside the constructor, we will get the category repository, and let me call this cat repo. And we'll change the assignment here. With that, we need to update _db with category repository. When we have to retrieve all of the object, we can directly call the getAll in our repository. Next, we have to create an object, so _category repo dot we have the add method, and to save changes, we have cat repo dot save. We'll scroll down, we need to find, so the repo dot find, and we need to update, so cat repo dot update. We'll make this changes, we'll scroll down, delete also. We first need to find it here for the delete get, and in here we need to do the conversion because our find does not get a nullable int. So we have the dot get value or default that will make sure the error goes away. Then when we have to delete, we have the cat repo dot find again. We'll do the get value or default. If we find the object, we'll remove it. So _cat repo dot remove, and we'll save the changes. So with this, we have replaced our DB context with our repository. Think about the benefit that we get by doing this. We'll change this to get value or default. There are no errors. Let me build this. So as I was saying, think about the benefit that you get with this repository implementation. What happens now is in future, if you have to change or get rid of MS SQL altogether, all you have to do is update the repository and not in the controller. Right now it will be a task because we'll have to update all 5 controllers. But if you think about it, it's only 5 controller. In future, it could have been 50 controller, which would have been a nightmare. Let's run our application and see if everything works. We will hit into an error message, but I want to show that to you. Let's go to our category and we'll see the error message which says unable to resolve service type for the iCategory repository. Why are we getting this error message? I hope you were able to figure that out. The reason we are getting this error message is on line 2. You see dependency injection. We are using the category repository inside the category controller. But did we register that repository in our container? We did not do that. So let's take care of that. In order to register anything, we'll have to go to startup.cs, and right here we'll register services. The lifetime that we want to register is scoped lifetime. Scoped lifetime is usually good whenever you deal with database. It is always recommended for scoped lifetime because scoped will stay for one request. In that one request, if you use 10 times the database, it will use the same object. If you use transient here, it would create a new object every time. So we'll use the scoped and we'll register our iCategory repository. The implementation is inside category repository. Once you add that, and we'll save this, let's run our application one more time. One thing to notice here is we only had to register category repository. We did not have to register our generic repository. If you go to category, you can see everything is working as expected. You're able to create new category, delete new category. So with this, from the front end side, everything is still the same. But from the back end side, you have transformed into repository pattern for category. Now the next big task is you have to do the same for all the other models that you have for controller. So you'll have to do for product and application type.